Hi, Nelly. Welcome to my podcast.
Hi, thank you for having me. And I guess it's my first time being in a Hungarian podcast.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So, first of all, I have a small gift for you.
Okay.
I hope you're going to like it.
It's
a gin. Yeah. It's a Japanese flavored with lemon and grapefruit flavored gin. I think it's a really nice one. It's a high quality gin. So I hope you're going to like it.
I will cherish it very much so at home. Especially when I will have the girls over. I will see them in this weekend. So thank you.
You're welcome.
This is a very good gift, like different toys and alcohol. It's all the time the perfect gift.
Köszönjük, Mr. Alcohol. And where are you coming from to my podcast?
From my home. From my very boring house in Budapest, but I'm from Romania.
Okay, originally from Romania, right?
Yes, but I live in Hungary, in Budapest.
How many years are you living for? Do you live here?
Now it's 4 years and a half, but I came here in January 2018, and then I just couldn't stop coming since February 2018. So I just keep coming, and then I said, what's the sense of going home? I'll stay here.
And can you tell something about you? What was the small Nelly like as a kid?
Very shy.
Oh, really?
Yes. Very good at school, actually. Very helpful with everything. That didn't change much for nowadays. I come from a very small village. I do not come from a huge city, so I didn't grow up directly into a big world. So it was quite shocking every time when I would come to a huge city, especially for my first time. So yeah, quite the basic life. I wouldn't say it was boring, but quite the basic normal life that everybody would come from, I guess.
Did you grow up, near to the capital city of Romania or not?
No,
exactly?
Not at all.
In the countryside?
I came from the countryside.
But near to the border or not? The Hungarian border.
No, I'm completely to the other side. I'm kind of at the border with Ukraine and Moldavia.
Mm-hmm.
But I do not speak, the other part, but I do not speak Russian or Ukrainian at all. So yeah, a very extremely small city and village at the same time.
And what did you want to be when you grew up?
Oh, I wanted to work in finance.
Really?
Yes, I wanted to work in finance. And after that, I changed my mind. I wanted to be a journalist. But nowadays, with my two-day job, I can be whatever I want. One day I can be a doctor. One day I can be working in finance. One day I can work, I don't know, in a shop. One day I can do whatever I want. Now I can pick up my jobs for every day.
So you are working in the adult business,
yes.
Right? Do you remember that when did you see first time an adult film?
Yes, I
remember. How old were you?
I was 15. One of my brother's friends, he stole one of the DVDs from his own brother. And he bring it back to our house to watch it in secret. And being very shy, and especially coming from a very small community, the brain and the mentality is very different. I just watched a little bit the beginning and then I left the room because, of course, it was a boys' thing.
How did it affected on you?
Oh, no effect. I was just shocked that these things can exist. I had no idea. I grew up without TV, so I had no idea that such things
that even existed.
Yes, I could. And it was my last problem, let's say, on that time of making sure that porn exists.
Why?
I was just busy with the school, busy with growing up my brothers. It was completely something else. So I could, you don't have a TV, you don't have a computer, nothing, a cell phone. And so yeah, it was my last thing or my last idea to think about are there people naked in front of so many screens?
In front of the camera.
Yes.
And even if they're not just naked.
Yeah.
So I think you have never thought that you're gonna work in this business.
Never. It was quite shocking. And after, before I joined the industry, I shared these thoughts this was when I was 21, to a friend, and they said, no, don't do it. It's going to be like this. And I said, I'll see what it is. And then when I came and I saw what it is. Actually, it was quite shocking, not because of the way it was so professional and so clean. There was not like you go into the street and you pick up the girls and then you are shooting something very fast. Like, it was incredible. Like, from the moment you arrive with the driver that they set you up, or when you are already quite for a while in a business, you already do it by yourself. But if you cannot, then the production or the agent, whoever it is, can manage it for you, especially when there is the language barrier, you do not speak English. To the moment where everything is finished and everybody is sure that everything went right, and at the end you make the contract, or at the very beginning. But until the moment where you are leaving the premises of the shooting, that everybody makes sure she's fine. This girl is okay, she's going home, she's safe, and from there she does whatever she wants. So yeah, it was a good shock.
And after many years, how did you get involved to the business? How did you start to work in the business?
I'm not gonna say like, oh, it was this, I loved it so much. No, I just needed money. It is what it is. I needed money.
So that was an opportunity.
Yes. And I was already doing webcam, so it was not such a big of wow. And then when I came to Budapest and I shot and I did liked it, I was like, oh, fuck yes, I'm gonna, and they pay me for this. Okay, I'll do it. So since then, I had a week to decide. But after the shooting, I just came in, I said to the agent, I said, yeah, I'll work. Not a problem.
So you already were working in Romania, like
in
a webcam
Budapest. Yeah,
okay.
in Romania,
webcam
model, yes. And then I flew only to Budapest.
Just for your first scene?
For my first scene.
Okay.
Yes.
But just go back a little bit, that when you work as a webcam model, so that was the first time when you had to take off all your clothes and doing that kind of job. And how did you feel yourself? Because you told me that as a kid you were a really shy girl.
Yes.
How did you feel yourself?
Not good at all. It was.
Really?
I will show you at the end of it the pictures. I still have the pictures from my first streaming. My face is.
So everyone could read your face, your emotions. So.
Yes. And only the fact I was not even naked, only the fact that I'm wearing a lingerie and so many people can see me, it was shocking for me. And I didn't take it well because I had my own insecurities, like every woman and man in this world. Like, I don't like this about myself, I don't like this, I don't like that. So I was already...
But you weren't naked?
No, I was not even naked, but it was just the fact like, people get to see me, it's my nose, there's this and this and that, and I have a little bit of chunk in there and there. I was like, oh my God, this is bad. After a while, you kind of get used to it, and to be honest, it made me a little bit more tough for it, because when I came to the business, and then the movie started rolling on the screens, I had quite a fan base, and then you would see some negative comments, of course, which is totally fine and normal.
After your first first shooting?
Not after the first, let's say after between 5-10 people already had an opinion. I don't like her tits, I don't like the smile, I don't like this, I don't like that. And I was already kind of used to it with what was going on the webcam, because also there you have quite few very strong opinionated people, and they would tell you, I don't like the way you do this, I don't like this, I don't like the nose, I don't...
But these people, do you remember that's where they were from?
Yeah, it was just a bunch of nationalities.
So that most of them were Romanian, right?
No, they were Americans.
No. So, but actually the American people, they just left these comments.
Yes. You wouldn't see that much of...
I thought that maybe they are more kind, I mean, they're more acceptable people, and they won't do that.
Not if they are already watching... And for so many years, they already start to have an opinion like, yeah, I don't like this, I don't like that. It was not hateful or anything. It was just a small criticism to my body, the way I was looking. But it's not something. And I was just like, if you don't like it, that's life. I'm not gonna. It's not gonna change.
So they weren't really bad comments, just they have some of them or something like that.
Yes, exactly. But I took it like I was already used to it, and then I was like, yeah, it's totally normal. The same way I'm watching football for example. I wouldn't like all the, I don't even know how many
different,
guys.
but it's okay.
Yes, a little bit different, but still, I don't even know how many they are. 11 on the field?
Yes, of course. Sorry.
No, but I don't know anything. So from all those 11 people, how many they are, you will not like all of them. You will still have something to say. Maybe this one, the beard is too much. Maybe the other one, I don't know.
So after the webcam, you just find a way to get involved in the adult business.
Yes.
How was that?
Money-wise was very good. Career-wise was very good. And from there, I just start growing and growing and growing. And then I just settled down. And to this point, I'm just calm, chill. I'm still working. Not that much as before, because now a lot of things have changed into the business itself. But it's
what
still
do you
good.
mean?
You know, all the streaming platforms that have appeared over the years. Like actually after the pandemic, a lot of websites have come up. Now a lot of people are doing collabs between each other and so on. I do not agree with full everything what's happening, but you have to accept that change is coming in the future all the time.
So do you mean now it's worse than at the beginning when you start to work in the business?
For sure, it's much of a less production. For sure, there is. We have less staff on the production due to the budgeting. Yeah, we cut budgets, and that's what it is. It's a fact, and we can do nothing about it. But at the same time, those people, some of the staff like camera guys, sound, they still found work into this field just on the mainstream side, on the adult mainstream, like shooting the girls for different things, mainly for them doing home content. Call it like this: home content, not full production.
What do you think? Why is it easier or easier way and maybe easier money or less work?
I will say this: with all due respect to this category, I cannot do it, and I'm not doing it that much because I cannot handle so many fans. I know there's a lot of agencies out there, but I cannot handle all. To shoot myself every day. I do not have the patience for this. I do not have the patience for the people who are asking me, do this day, the other day. I just don't have the nerves for it. But I do appreciate the girls that can do this every day, and the reels and the Instagram stories and showing off everything. Maybe I'm old school. I guess I have.
So you don't like it actually. You prefer to go to work for a production.
Yes, so much,
and also, everything organized.
Yes, and also when you do work for a production, you know what date, what time, and so on. And it's so much different. Working with a production, everything gets controlled. If you don't like something, you say it. If you don't like someone, you say it. You give them the list. This is who I don't like. I agree with. I do not agree. With the content, I don't know. I feel like in the community, you feel like I'll work with this person, but I do not like them. But they have 1 million followers on Instagram, so I will say yes. So it's not so much of as sweet and loving it looks like. It's not that much of a lovey-dovey story within the industry itself.
You have to handle everything, like like a production handles
exactly. And there's a lot of girls who are doing like great work with it. They plan the trips, they plan the content houses, they manage themselves and also with the whole crew and everything, which is very good. But at the same time, it's such a big difference still to work for a production. You have to wake up late, you have to get ready. If you have a scene, you cannot miss it. Of course, they can replace you with someone else, but then they ask you for a reason. Not someone else, for example, I'm black hair, not a blonde girl, right? So with the content is very flexible. You get to travel however you wish, wherever you want. You can get a little bit of lovey-dovey outside of the set. On the set is very much so ding, 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 ding. Let's be super professional. And it is like this.
Do you remember your first shooting?
Yeah.
How was that? Because I think, okay, I got it that you were working in the webcam business.
Yes.
But I think it's a little bit different.
Yes.
So how was that? How did you feel yourself?
You will laugh now because you know everybody actually. I shot for Pierre, my first scene.
Pierre Woodman, right?
Yes, for Pierre Woodman. I did my first DP with three or four guys. I don't even remember.
That was your
now.
first shooting?
Yeah, that was my first scene. And one of the guys in the scene, it was
Thomas Stone?
yes. And during the scene, because you know how it is with Pierre, he doesn't really cut that much. He's just going, especially if it goes with the flow. Let it go.
Nelly, let's go with the
So
flow.
we just went with the flow. Of course, I didn't stop. I found no reason to stop. Everything was perfect.
But really, did you feel yourself good, or you just tried to feel yourself good?
No, I was really good to the point where I asked Tamas, do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a wife? And he said, yes, I'm married. I'm sorry. And then my face, I go, you know, like, okay.
Because did you like him? Or?
Yes,
Okay.
everything was very fine and I liked him. And then he told me during the scene, yes, I have a wife, I'm married. And I was like, that's life. I made that face and we just continue working. And after that, I've seen him, of course, in other scenes. But it was quite a funny story, all this thing. So it was good. As my first experience was very good. Then the second scene I shot again with
him again. So that was good news for you that the actor gonna be the same.
I asked, but he was very busy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he was busy. So he got replaced by the other two guys. And then those guys are amazing. Yeah, everything is fine. Like it's so funny. So I started in 2018. We're 25. After 7 years to still be in contact with those people is really good. That's why I'm saying I'm a little bit old school, because if you are seeing, and you know, people from your era of adult industry, you still continue to have contact with those people. At least me, I still have contact with all that circle. Nowadays, with all this content thing, it's more of who has more followers to who to hang out with. It's not so much as if you are nice, kind, sweet, cool person, more of a Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever, but more of a TikTok and Instagram thing. Well, let's hang out because you got more followers than me and maybe I will reach yours or something like this. And it's sad.
So do you mean that some people from the business, they want to hang out with you and go out just
not
because of
with me.
Not with you, with someone, just because of more followers and increase their Instagram or TikTok or whatever.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's not only in our business. If you are seeing many times different businesses, you see the managers of these different celebrities signing contract between each other. You have to make a TikTok with this personality or this TV host, so like this we can engage the people, and like this we can exchange followers and so on. So it's quite trendy.
It's different because it's clear. I mean, it's some collaboration or something like that.
Yes, but still, it's not like we can hang out and
hang out just for fun.
That. Yes, yeah.
So I think you just stopped for a reason to work in the business.
I stopped for 2 years because of I had some health issues, and then it came to the point where unfortunately the testing problem, which makes me and many other people very scared. You can fake the test. Now what is happening with our clinic, you can scan that QR code and you can check in real time. But the problem is, what do we do with the rest of the population and with the rest of the cities? Okay, Budapest is the capital of adult industry. Then we shoot a little bit in France, we shoot a little bit in Prague, we shoot a little bit in Czech Republic. We do have labs, but still some of the labs do not have a QR code or anything to show in real time that the test is valid. So because of the eagerness and of that thing of, I would show you on my Instagram story that I can hang out in the most expensive restaurants, but at the same time, I do not have, or I simply don't want to pay for a test to show you I'm good. So I rather fake it. Because I do not think maybe at home you have a child or a pregnant wife, whatever it is. okay, like we mentioned before, there are so many treatments nowadays and everything is so available. But to what extent you're going to be such eager and cheapskate? I mean, to what extent? To the extent that you're going to put someone else at risk. So my immunity system is bad. Is bad itself. I've never took anything in all these 7 years. Nothing, zero. I never had anything. So until now it was controlled. Till this point that nowadays we have I don't want to put the blame on all this content thing, but it is a change. It is a change within the industry. And a lot of people who are coming from the outside before, from what I'm seeing, and other people can say yes or no, it was much more controlled. To be in this industry, you had to give castings. You had to look a little bit more of a reliable person. You couldn't just come like, boom, hello, I'm pretty, that's it. It wasn't like this, as far as I remember. And like you said, I'm still young.
How old are you, Nelly?
28.
Okay.
So there were a little bit of things to get accepted. A minimum of basic English, which was very good. Nowadays, if you speak with many girls, it's a lot of miscommunication. Why? Because there's the language
barrier.
Because
they don't understand anything.
And they don't understand anything.
Except their own language.
Yes, and it's bad. It's bad. And it's making miscommunication. It's making different awkward situations between each other. And so, yeah, it's quite a difference. So that's why now I'm a little bit more... I took 2 steps back. And also at the same time, when I'm working now with an actor, I have to check how many times did he shot content this month? With how many people? What is this? What is that? La, la, la. So I have to check all the time. It was not that we were not checking it before, but it was a closed thing. And you knew, I see this guy today, I will see him next week. And I saw him last week too. As much as it looks like we are shooting with so many different partners, there are new girls all the time into the business, but not as much as the guys. For the guys, it's a little bit different. For the girls, it's quite... it's a lot of new girls and new faces all the time, which is good. Is good for everybody, of course, for the production, for us, for the customers, for everybody.
If everything is controlled, then no one faked the test, because of course it should be the most important thing in that business, that the full test is the most important thing, first of all. Yeah, but now there is also this trend, and I hate to say it, you have this blonde girl that she shot with 1,000 people. How can you put such of an example out when we are trying to show it? We do it safe, we do it nice, we do it good. People hate us so much just for the fact that we do adult work on our responsibility. Like, we know what we do. It's not that I'm coming home and I'm knocking at your door, hey, can I shoot with you? It's not like this. Then you're coming out and you're shooting with 1,000 people. I do not know one guy from those 1,000 that is coming from our industry. How can you control those many people? How can you control that they are not sick? How can you control that every test has a QR code? And as far as I know where the scene took place, they do not have a lab with a QR code that everybody's freshly tested. And then you set up such an example and it went like everybody took it for good and bad. It's nothing in the middle. It's new. It's not so new at the end, because we have a lot of girls, but just they are very retired, that they would shoot like very large gangbangs, especially in the States. So it's not like something completely new. No, it's just more talked about. It's more trendy whatsoever. And that's it. But it's quite risky. And the same woman comes back after 1 week later, and she's shooting with someone else from our industry. And she has a test where you cannot scan that goddamn QR code. And you do not know, because she will not tell you, hello, 1 week ago I shot with 1,000 people. They just want to keep going and doing it, and that's it. So that's why I took a little bit beep. And I'm it's
okay.
Different. It's not different. Controlled anymore like it was before. Right?
Yeah, but now what I'm saying is that more people come forward with this problem, with this issue, and they comment a little bit more, and they are more okay, I will think about it. Now they are thinking about it, and it's still not like 2 or 3 years ago. It's still a little bit, it gets better. And I'm happy to see it, but still we have those eager people who would not pay for a new test. No.
It's incredible, I think, because your health should be much more important than anything else, even much more important than money, I think.
I think they didn't went through some situation in order to understand what it is to sit in a hospital, what it is to lose your life, and what it is to have loved ones sick. I think if you would be there, I don't think you have to be there in order to understand such a situation. I don't think you should go through something bad for you to be a good person. Use your logic, no? If you are not empathic, there are people who are not empathic. Talking about finance, they are simply not. They are very good business people, but they are not at all. And you cannot. But as long as they are correct, fair, and they play it nice, it's okay. You don't have to be like lovey-dovey and super understanding with everything, but as long as you play it good, it's okay. It's all right for everybody, as long as you don't put other ones in dangers.
What was the most extreme situation or location in a shooting ever?
It was a situation. The guy came 2 hours late to the shooting due to him enjoying the life a little bit too much. It was not that the problem. The problem was his behavior. It was completely rude, completely unprofessional. And I do have a lot of patience when it comes to understanding people. Mm-hmm. But he was very disrespectful. And we finished the scene. It was a very well-paid scene. Of course, I could say, bye-bye, I go away. But the scene was, I got paid so good on that scene. It was crazy. And I said, okay, I'll finish my work and then I'll go home and I'll close this chapter, whatever. It was just pure rudeness and being very selfish, very dramatic, and at the same time a little bit aggressive out of the thing, pushing, slapping, doing this, doing that. So I said, you are so blacklisted. At the end of the set, of course, he was blacklisted automatically from my side and from the agency side as well. He never got to work with me again or with that agency ever again, as far as I remember. And kind of that's it. Not much.
What would you say is your success so far in your career?
I would say my success right now, I did a lot of great things, but I think one of the most that is very fresh, I got to speak a little bit about all this social media, mental health, issues between people, miscommunication, and I just kind of gave a little bit more of a voice to people's thoughts and what would they think.
Sorry, do you mean that you're speaking about those things on your social media platforms?
And yes, and different podcasts, different TV shows. And I'm just saying black and white. I do not like to keep it somewhere in the middle. So I'm just saying it, what other people think at the same time. They are just afraid to say it because they are afraid I might get canceled. This production might not work with me, or this content creator might not want to hang out with me, or might not want to work with me because I have these thoughts or I have this opinion. Everybody is entitled to its own opinion. Everybody can agree to disagree with it. It's like in the politics. If you don't know how to take something, you just don't take it.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
It's so easy. It's not that complicated. And as long as you come with facts and with real things, I don't find it an issue. When it's science fiction, it's science fiction. You cannot beat that. But I see it this way. So this is one of the things that I can say that I'm a little bit more proud. And especially I know everybody's praising this girl with hallelujah for the 1,000 people. I'm not the only one who doesn't agree with this thing, with the whole, from the health, from between each other being healthy to the, not so much of an ethical point, because people from home would say, but what do you do? Do you think it's ethical? I'm not speaking about this. I'm speaking about a lot of other facts in the middle that are in between. So, I'm just speaking a little bit more loud than the others. I guess I'm more of a tick, 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 tick. More of a...
Yeah, this is also that even if you are working in the adult business, and I know that people think completely different things, you can be in an adult actress and you can be a really empathic and helpful person in the same time. Is it possible to make a good living in this business? I mean, economically.
So many people have asked me this.
All the people are curious about that.
I will say that it's up to those performing. And I'm saying this why. I'm good. I make it good. I made it good. That's up to you how much of a serious you are. That's up to you at what time you show up to the set, and not only how respectful you are with those around you, how serious and reliable you are. Of course, it's also a matter of how beautiful you are and physically attractive for the whole adult industry community and customers. But at the same time, if you want people to work with you and people to respect you, you have to show those same things back to them. You can be pretty. I've seen this so many times. And, we have a word in our say, should not last long. We are saying like this. When we see someone, should not stay. Should be gone in a few months. That's either behavior issues, like you cannot get along with everyone. When I'm saying everyone, is like everyone. It's either you are a pain itself and you give headaches from the driver to the makeup artist, to the director, to the sound guy, to the video guy, to everybody, literally everybody. And people are like, no, not again, no. They're gonna shoot you 2-3 times, one house of production, but not everybody. You'll not keep coming back. And as a male, because I have a lot of guys asking me this, yes, you can. Of course, it's much more of a hard work as a male, but with the same things. I know it might sound so, but there are a lot of guys who are being dramatic and so cocky and so it's not only the girls. There are a lot of guys who are very can be unprofessional or very professional. So it goes on the same ways for women and for guys too. As long it's up to you, and at the same time it's also up to you how you do your economics in life in general. We do not work every day. We don't shoot every day. We do not make the same money every month. It is what it is. But it's up to you if you want to spend 5,000 this month and next month you work nothing and you want to spend the same amount of money. That's totally up to you. I've seen people who made so much good money, and till this day they have nothing. That's just bad self, don't even know how to call it.
Bad behavior or
no, it's just bad mathematics. I would put it this way.
Okay.
It's when you cannot do your minimum. How much, for example, I don't know, I need a minimum of a certain amount.
You have to spend on it?
Yes, like every month you have like a budget. Like everybody has a budget. I have my own is 3,000. I have to reach 3,000 to be okay with everything. My dogs, my life, my bills.
Your life.
Well, my life in general. If I'm making 2,000 or half of it, and I'm spending and next month I have no job, and I'm spending all of it on, I don't know, stupid things that I don't necessarily need them, or they are not going to bring me back any income, then that's up to me. That has nothing to do with people not giving you work, people not wanting to work with you. That's really bad on your side. So I think, yes, you can. As long as you keep these two in the balance, it's totally fine. As long as you are reliable and a correct person, and as long as you know how to deal with your own budget, economics, with your own bills and stuff like this. I've seen many times people not knowing to pay their gas bills or their electricity. Like I ask them, how do you pay? I don't know. I just give money to. If you do not know, then who knows? Should I know? How can I know?
If you could go back, would you change anything in your life and in your career?
I would never change anything. And even with the bad experiences, I don't think I would be who I am today without good and bad. I still think if I would have like a perfect life and a good life, I would still have that spoiled behavior inside of me as much as people are. There are very rich people and still kind, but still they have that overlook attitude. I don't think I would be the way I am today without all these things put together. And at the same time, just gave me life experience, and not only this, experience with the people in general. And as cliche as it may sound, people are the most difficult creatures on this planet. So yeah, we are quite difficult and we like to make things complicated when they are not.
Where do you see yourself in the future, for example, in 5 years? What should I wish for you for the future?
More dogs.
That's good. Sounds good.
I see myself surrounded by animals. I want to live on a farm, to be honest, far away from the city. I love the city, but I got a little bit tired of all the noise, all the stuff. As small as it is, Budapest, it's full of tourists all the time.
Yeah.
It's full.
Most of the city center, of course.
Yes, it's full. And there are activities the whole year. Like you have the chocolate season and the chocolate festival. You have the sweets festival. You have the wine festival. There are so many things. Like you don't get to catch a break to say, this weekend is going to be chill. I'm going to. No, it's full all the time. Not. It's full. And I love this because it's an alive city. It's good. So where I see myself chilling, retired in front of the TV and at the same time gardening.
With more dogs.
And with more dogs.
More dogs for sure, and the farm. Maybe, in a village or maybe outside, a little bit outside of Budapest, in a farm. So Nelly, it was a pleasure to having you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, in my podcast, and I wish all your dreams come true. And, yeah, I agree. So thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me, and I hope people will enjoy it, and I'll enjoy the gin for sure at home.
Text me, how was that?
I will. And I hope to see you next time.
Yeah,
and I can say that the couch is very reliable for work. I wanted to say this from the beginning, that the couch is really, really good. And
so is it comfortable?
It's very comfortable, and you don't sick in it, first. And second, it's easy to clean it.
Yeah.
To clean it, and it's extremely comfortable. Yes.